This is where you need to start. So the first thing you need to know is that you need to start with self-love. Because technically you're fishing. So your bait is in the water, but your bait just isn't right, or your hook might not be right for the fit that you want to attract. So, in other words, you can start doing less self down, but you can attract the type of people to work. You don't really want to do that. So you really want to start with like loving yourself. So you want to take yourself out on dates. Like you want to buy yourself, you want to get yourself flowers. Like you already want to build like that routine around how you want men treat you and love you. If that's what you want to go into. So you're already generating the energy that you think there, telling the universe, like, hey, this is how I want, and this is the energy I'm creating. So then when you shift in again, your love slow to attract like people to you. And I'm not saying like specific people because that's crazy, and you just don't really want to, pull people to you like that. You want them to come naturally to you. You want them to love you for who you are. So I would definitely take my time, things of that nature. So starting with self love, like even when you wake up and you be like, I'm beautiful. You want to say it like throughout the hour, like you want to say it throughout the heart, like you want to listen to songs that make you feel beautiful. You don't want to listen to songs that make you feel like ugly and sad because then you can't create the magic that you want to create out of that. So instead, like find ways to laugh too because laughter is a sign of beauty. Give other women compliments. That's a like when you give other women compliments, feeling like you're feeding into that frequency of beauty. And so the universe is going to return that frequency of beauty back onto you. And then, like, eventually, like, you can get into doing makeup too. Like, you can put on certain colors to give off certain energies. You can put on eyeshadows to match the planets, to give off certain energies when, like, you're going for job interviews. Like, you can give off, like, a really off, like, shimmery, natural pink, like, crazy not need to repeat that mention and tell me well without doing something for you. And you can also pair like a nice like food. You're like, hey, I'm sharp or great. You don't say anything where you're in obviously. If you're a waitress, obviously you want to go into the interview with makeup on or any type of service industry. Sure, hey, if you hire me, I'm gonna show up with like my best face forward. Especially in sales, like if you're doing sales, like you definitely want to make sure you look presentable to a certain degree that, you are attractive because attractive people get a lot of sales. Look at the music industry as like I'm saying if you don't make wear makeup that you're not attractive because you still are beautiful. Especially like once again we're doing self love. So, we're doing our scrubs, we're taking our baths, we're doing our skincare routine, like we're doing our we're making sure we're having a nice room appearance even if we're only like we still to make sure like our skin is nice. We're eating good with exercise. That's also a self love ritual that shows you what's like I value myself and I put time and effort into myself. And I'm going to attract people who also reciprocate that energy towards me because it is the care and love and makes myself. Because like I said, as you can do as many love spells as you want to, but like if you're shitting together, you're not pulling anything or towards you. I know, like you will make it seem like you will, but like even if you don't have a lot of money, you still gotta make sure you are maintaining yourself to a certain degree. Making sure you look, making sure that you're taking courses, getting certificates, and shitting. You look clean. So even if you do find a partner, and he's like, oh, you take care of yourself, and I can see the potential in value because you see the potential in value of yourself, and your life is going to get better. But no, the universe knows that, and that's the energy you're going to get back into return. So, yeah, like, That's the key to like Glamour love magic. You want to get real close and close. You know, you want to make sure your finances are in the line. So you have a little extra spending money so you can support you, books, trips, like high, whatever that beauty looks like to you. Because for some people, it might look different. It might look like you painted something or doing something. I don't know, like your beauty is your own uniqueness, and you, as a sovereign goddess, you are able to define that to whatever degree you would like to do. So, like I said, once you have like a ritual in place, and once again, like you start like doing trails to attract partners towards you, you don't want to give people a whole lot of time of your space, especially if during the which I don't want them to do naturally, because the goal of this is for it to be done naturally to where you don't have to even really beg for it, because then, it takes away from the value of your have to like even value you had to do something for you or your family. Like, especially if you're loving, you're just like, oh, I just want a loving man. The man's not loving. Like, he hasn't shown signs of that. And like a mom, like, sure, you don't think that you get it from like, you want to be able to let go of that man if he's not serving you to the degree that you need to be served. Because as a woman, like, there's always going to be another man in your face. So why even let him play with you when another one's going to pop up? I'm not saying being super picky because no one's super going to be like 100% purpose, but like your goal is effort because realistically, let's just say you go on 4 dates, like he gets you flowers once a month, texts you every day. At the end of the month, that's like that's like 1 8-hour shift of love. Like, do you really want less than that for the rest of your life? Do you want to marry this person? Like, no. So I'm saying if you don't have your values in line and you start doing love magic, you can really pull and manipulate some situations to degrees to where you could potentially, pull undesirable things to you instead of pleasant things. And we're doing all this work to manifest and we want to pull positive things towards us so that we can do more of the positive, fun, pleasurable things that we like to do. We can look pretty while we do it. But yeah, you just gotta let go of those negative thoughts. And it might try to shift on you, but you gotta know you're bigger than your thoughts. And that you deserve better. And that you're gonna get better. So yeah, that's me. Like I said, that's my like video on love magic. Like I would definitely start with self love and values and integrity first. Because once again, you don't want to manifest some shit and then you have to do something that you don't want to do to get it. Like no. Like, you only want to manifest things that bring you joy and happiness. You don't want to pull anything towards you that is going to be negative or bad. Like, no, you want to pull beautiful things towards you. Beautiful relationships, beautiful trips, beautiful experiences. Pretty much doing whatever you want. That's what you want to pull towards you. And in order to find that partner, you also have to mimic that partner in a sense. Like you have to be able to provide yourself with amount, your own amount of pleasure, if that makes sense. So yeah, start with that because that's the ritual right there in itself. Because as long as you're maintaining the vibration, whatever love spell you do, it's gonna work because you're maintaining the vibration. Once again, you can't force people to do things that they don't want to do in magic. The consequences of that can be quite extreme, and I'm gonna explain those in my next video, which will be posted shortly after this one.